everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome to the Crypto Weekly Update. We've got BTC, we're going to talk whale calls, and we've got 15 charts in 15 minutes and of course the trade of the week. Let's get started. So welcome back, guys. Now let's get straight into it. We're going to start with BTC. So BTC obviously has been in correction this week. So we've had quite a few sort of drops. We're still holding that channel that we've got on the BLX. So if we have a look at this, so this is the Brave New Coin. This is BTC from the beginning of time. So this is a really good chart to sort of have a look at and to sort of, go through and know where we are in this pattern, know where we're sort of sitting. And yeah, so basically this is our all-time high, previous all-time high. We're sitting at, this is our wave 1. We're now in our wave 3. So we're in a super cycle at the moment and we're in the subwave 4. So fourth waves predominantly go for about 2 to 3 months. So sometimes they're a little bit quicker, but they're the longest wave of the pattern and, they just take forever. So right now we're in an ABC. We could go into an extended correction with this pattern and have an ABCDE. So let's have a look at what that will look at like. So an A, a B, a C, a D, and an E. So that would take us probably a little bit lower with this pattern down to about the 40s range. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to hold this support here. We've got a double support. So we've got this channel support, which goes along this line here. So it comes right back to January. And, if we take that further down, it will go right back to this wave 1. So if you have watched me for a while, I do have a cheat that I do for my Elliott waves. So where wave 1 and I can pull a support straight across a diagonal support, and that gives me my wave 4. So, probably about, 60 to 70% of the time, that's how it works. So at this present time, so we've got this, my cheat's way of doing the wave 1 and wave 4. And we're on that support right now. So I don't see this breaking down at the moment. So if we go to this is a 15-minute scalping chart. So in getting started at crypto, we've been scalping a lot and making some nice profits on all of these. So if you haven't watched on this channel here, there's a 9 and 21 EMA video. And at getting started at crypto, we are posting scalps daily. So they have been really profitable, sort of, up to sort of 50 to 80% a trade, which has been nice. And that's on low level margin. I'm only doing a 10 times margin. So this morning we had an EMA cross in this region. And we're coming up, this is the hourly chart. So at this present time, we're hitting the MAs. So if we go to a 2-hour chart, we can see that the 100 MA is here. And then our 200 MA is up where our technical pivot is. So this is a really important zone. This tells us whether we're going to continue up or whether we're going to continue back down. So I think, we're at this resistance here on this 100 MA. We'll come back down. We may even retest this previous resistance as support and then a continuation. So, and that brings us up to our technical pivot. So on the 4-hour chart, we can see that the MAs are at this point and they're crossing. So, that's a really good sign. So we've got this spinning top here, which means, there's no direction in this point, but A lot of the time whales will do that to sort of trick people into shorting some more. So we need, you know, the bear tiers to continue higher. So the pattern right now is looking really, really strong to continue up. We have got the futures that are, you know, releasing into the market. So that whale calls is, so we can see here we've got short liquidations. So shorts, when they enter the market, they sell, they buy long. So therefore pushing the market up. So due to the where this market is at the moment, so these are mainly the weekly futures. So if we have a look at where the market was a week ago, we were up here. So you would have been shorting these regions down. So it makes sense that these the weeklies are shorts and that they're releasing long. So, and it holds the key levels. So if we have a look, we've got so many liquidations, long, short liquidations, which buy long. So the occasional long one, but majority of these are, you know, sort of whales, and they know how the market moves and they know where the resistance and those sort of points are. So we are looking like we are continuing. So we can see the volume of shorts that are releasing. We also have in 3 to 4 days time, we have the monthly futures releasing. So they too, if we go back to where the market was a month ago, so if we go to the BLX, so a month ago, we were at that 63,000 points. So a lot of these futures that come through at the end of the month will also be shorts, in my opinion, and then they will buy long. So apparently there's one of the biggest contracts releasing this year at this point. So it's going to be this massive, massive bounce. So it's really exciting to see if this holds, to see where we go. And, you know, I don't think we sort of break down from these regions. Yeah, so at the moment, we should come up, we should retest this pink line. 57,700 is, it should tap around there. It doesn't have to pass, just tap and it can come back down a little bit. And that sort of will push us up higher over the next couple of days. So if we have a look at we've also got whale alt calls. So, you know, we've got Ethereums, we've got, a lot of these are selling at the moment, they're short-term ones. So these are the daily contracts. So we've had the long liquidations, which were shorts, the short liquidations, which were the weeklies. And, you know, there's been a heap of those over today. So we've had, so we've got the bi-quarterly as well. So this is going to be a really choppy area for a lot of these sort of Litecoin, Ethereum, and that sort of thing with these liquidations happening. So we might just get a sideways sort of movement. If we want to jump straight into Ethereum, we can see that we've had quite a nice movement up, and Ethereum is looking really, really strong. So when we have a look at this chart, we can see that we are in this third wave of this fifth wave. And, you know, we should be topping out at about 3,000, possibly could extend. So, but this current pattern is holding the MAs. We are coming back down, we're testing and we're bouncing. So the lower time frames as well, they are looking really solid. We're back above the MAs on these patterns. The MACD is looking really strong. We may have a small pullback on Ethereum just due to the RSI starting to top out. But overall, that pullback is going to be minor, because I really think we're going to see 3,000 on Ethereum very soon. I don't think we're going to see those, you know, those massive lows that we have previously. And, you know, it's a very controlled sort of movement that we're seeing on Ethereum right now. So yeah, it's a really strong pattern, and it's moved really strongly against BTC. So if we have a look quickly at the Ethereum, I can't even find it. So if we have a look at the total market cap, so we've got a lot of volume coming into the market. So over the weekend on CryptoQuant, we saw a lot of volume of Tether, everyone going into Tether. So, and then that Tether straight board up back into the market. So we can see that we've had quite a strong bounce on this channel support, and that remains intact. So that's the same. We've got a very similar pattern here on the total crypto market cap to what we have in BTC right now. So I don't expect this support to break. If it does break, we have got quite strong support in this region, so it won't be like an absolute massacre in the market. It'll just be sort of, you know, small retraces from here in. We could retest this channel one more time. So yeah, so that's BTC and Ethereum. And at the moment as well, I just want to bring up that CryptoPlots, Josh and I have got a competition running on Twitter. So we had one of our members, he has been a long-term follower of mine, and he's just bought his wife an i8, which is really exciting. So you can now win $1,000. He's donated that to us to get you started in your $1,000 to $1 million challenge. So if we go and have a look at the 1,000 to Millions website, we can see how you do it, how to get started. So open a TradingView account, download all the spreadsheet. It runs through everything. Join one of these exchanges with your $1,000 and you can get started. So you can even get my paid signals on gettingstartedincrypto.com. So all the videos are here to help you learn. So all the traders progress. And we can see, so this is what you can win. So you can win this, and then you can win a lifetime membership to Getting Started in Crypto. So, so you get, excuse me, paid signals. So if we have a look at these, so we get all the charts, all the updates. So signals with targets and stop losses, and BTC updates and scalps, and daily updates, and an update anytime with the market makes some sort of weird, you know, movement. Then we have a discussion area where you can ask questions. The group asks questions, and we have moderators and that go in and answer those. So it's all really cool. And we have Zoom meetings, weekly Zoom meetings, and we have got courses coming on the way. So exciting stuff happening there. So before I jump into our 15 charts in 15 minutes, let's have a quick look at this is the Fear and Greed Index. So right at the moment, we can just see that it's just gone up to 46. So we're starting to get a little bit more greedy in this region. I do think the whales is still going to push this down a little bit more. So while we're going up at this point, we're still going to come one more last wave down to retest that channel. We just like to keep those channels retested so that we know that we've got support in those regions. I think it's going to stay in this fear zone for a little bit, obviously 8 hours. And, you know, that allows us to have that bounce at this present moment. We can see, I'll put the link for this. This is a really cool site. So I'll put the link down below. But we can see that we've had, you know, quite a bit of fear in this region over the last, you know, probably about a week. So just going in. So, and a fear starting to creep into the market, which means that we've got a big move coming. So we haven't had that sort of real panic as yet, but the fear and greed has gone down to the similar levels that we saw in sort of March and April of 2020, where Bitcoin was sort of hitting those really bottom levels and not really bouncing. We were sort of stuck underneath the 8K range for such a long time, and then we went down to sort of 3,800. So this is a really cool site. It tells you how the Fear and Greed Index works. So I will stick a link in below, but make sure you keep an eye on this, because when we get right down low into this fear section is normally when we're starting to bounce, and we're getting into the upper ends of the greed and extreme greed. That's normally when we're going to drop. So there's something to add to your trading bag as well. So right now, we're going to jump straight into the 15 charts in 15 minutes. Are you ready? We've got 15 charts in 15 minutes. Let's go. I'm going to share my screen. Our first chart is REVV. So this one's on KuCoin. Now, I will put a link to KuCoin if you're not on KuCoin, because KuCoin has had some really awesome trades over the last month. And this one is about to pop. We have completed this correction. We are just about, we're curling up on the MACD. We've crossed over. This chart is the 12-hour chart. So we are bouncing and we have bottomed on the RSI. So I expect some really strong movements in REVV. So that's number one. So number two, we have KSM, Kusama. If you're a long-term watcher of my charts, you'll know how much I love Kusama. So this is Wild Dot. We've had a strong bounce off the channel support. We've come up, we're hitting the MAs at the moment. We could have a pullback in this region and then we're going to continue up. So Kusama is looking really strong to continue moving. So our next chart, number three, we have OXT. So it has come down, it has hit its support, and it has had a really strong bounce. Now we do have some resistance in this region, so I expect to pull back. I expect BTC is going to do a small pullback in a moment, and this will pull back to this buy zone and then continue up. So we've got quite a big target on this. So we've had quite a big cup, and the handle has now completed and it's looking really strong. So OXT. Number four. So I've added targets. So this is ZEC, and it's had quite a big run. So it's now in correction. So we're going to wait until this one hits this star region. So we've had one test to this region, but we normally get two. So this is around the 175 to 180-ish mark. And then we should take off again in ZEC. So number five, we have XTZ or Tezos. Now this has been a really strong performing chart. It has been moving really, it's slow, but it moves to perfection. So this chart has come down and it has touched the channel at the bottom. We've had a bounce. I expect we may get one more bounce in this region, just due to the fact that BTC might see a minor correction in this region. So about $4.65 on this chart. Number six, we have Dogecoin or Dodge. So this has been a massively pumped on TikTok and other social media. So we can see that we're in a corrective phase of Doggy at the moment, but we're currently holding the 100 MA and we are bouncing quite strongly off this. We've hit this lower support, which comes right back down to, you know, where we had this very extended sideways motion on Dogecoin. So I don't expect this correction to be like overly drawn out and extended like we have seen on Dogecoin, just due to the, you know, the chatter and everything on social media, like platforms like TikTok. So possible one more bounce down to about the 225 region and then a continuation up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number six, we have XRP. So this chart gets so much support on Twitter. So XRP has the biggest supporting community that I've ever seen. So, you know, this is a really exciting chart because we are breaking out. We'll come back down, more than likely retest this region and then continue up. So our corrective phase has finished on this downtrend. We've crossed over on the MAs, bullish on the 4-hour. We've had quite a, you know, a confined bounce on the RSI. And, you know, this is looking really good. So if we go down, if we go to some higher time frames, to the daily, and we have a look, we are still like quite bearish on this, but it is swooping around. We can see the RSI is swooping around. So this to me shows that we've got one more retest of this channel, of this breakout, and then we're going to continue. So I think I'm at number 7. So this is SNX. So Binance has tweeted that they are going back into this, and we have the KuCoin chart on this one, and we have a cross support. So cross supports are a stronger support. We've had a bounce here in this region. It is looking really good to continue up. So we should have a small pullback, and then we've got about a 200% rise. So it's looking really, really strong. So number 8 is OMG. So OMG has had an almost perfect pullback where the wave 1 and the wave 4 have come down, and we will continue up with this wave 5. So we're not completed this pattern as yet, and we will continue in this region. So we could have a minor pullback if BTC does have a little bit more of a drop. But all of these patterns are showing that they're just about to start off. So we've got 136% in this region, and that should continue. So number 9, we've already had a breakout before we put this chart up. So this is a really good sign. So this is Theta or Theta, however you want to say it. And its correction has been, since, they announced that they were pushing back everything they were doing until June. So they've got their new platform coming out. So that's going to be in June. And I think this is the start of this new run. So one to keep in your bags, because I really think this is going to explode. We can do $20 from here. So that's 100% move and, beyond. So looking really, really strong, had a really strong breakout and about to really pump, in my opinion. So ADA, so number 9, 10, hang on, what are we up to? Number 10, I'm losing count. So this is ADA. So we have had a strong bounce on this internal channel. So we've got a channel within a channel on ADA, and we are bouncing on the 200 MA. This is a 12-hour chart. So this is showing like really good strength in this region. And while we might get one more pullback when BTC has a minor pullback, we should continue up in this chart over the next couple of weeks, just sort of, moving around in this channel for a little bit longer. Number 11, so this is NEO. So NEO has had some, if you go to the NEO, .com.io, I think it is. I'll put a link in down here. So they've had upgrades on the platform. We've got 3.0 here, or it's coming. I think it might be the beta right now. So don't quote me on that. I was looking at it briefly before I had a look as to where this chart is. So we have the MACD curling up. This is a 6-hour chart. So the 4-hour has already crossed bullish. We have this strong channel formed on NEO, and we are continuing to touch this. We have strong consolidation in this region. The RSI is also showing strong consolidation in this region. So I expect that we're going to get a strong bounce on NEO in the not so distant future. Number 12. So this is Matic. So today the Matic founder is basically, he has tweeted that he is going to be raising funds for the Indian community for Corona. So they are getting hit really bad there, and there's so many people struggling, and obviously everything with Corona closes down. So please support his cause. We at Getting Started in Crypto have sent some ETH across. And yeah, so I'll put a link down here to his tweets, and this Matic is looking really strong, and yeah, one that I'm going to continue to trade. I think it's going to bounce very strongly as support for everything that's happening with India and Corona. So my heart goes out to you guys if you are affected, and yeah, we wish you all the best. Number 13. So we have Travala and Ava, and we've had a breakout on this one as well. We are coming back for a retest, and we are going to continue up. So all charts are showing a small minor pullback right now with BTC and that movement. So this is Chainlink. So Chainlink has held this support. So this support has been since December 20 last year, and we've got straight quite a strong movement in this region, sort of sweeping up. So we do have that, that parabolic curve that I look for on Chainlink. So it's looking really strong. So this is the Binance chart. So clearly it doesn't have as much data as some of the other charts, but it is looking really, really good right now. Okay, guys, clearly that was number 15 and I can't count. So let's just throw to chart of the week.
You're strong.
So our chart of the week this week is BAL, B-A-L. So it is in a strong channel and we have the alt curl happening. So it had a really good run a couple of weeks ago where we had, you know, we hit this channel support. RSI was so overboard, it wasn't funny. And we've come back down and we've corrected. So that has really, really cooled down. So this is a 4-hour chart and we are looking really strong to continue moving. So I've got some big targets on this one and it's looking really, really good. So we've got 300% in the not so distant future. And, you know, we're kind of battling the MAs at the moment, but if we go to the higher time frames, this is the daily. We can see that we've got this nice curl on this chart and we have strong support of the 100 MA right on the daily. So I don't think that's going to break down. I think we're going to continue up and this is the chart of the week with potential profits 300%. So that was our crypto weekly update. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to smash the like button and I'll be here next week with the same stuff. Trying to remember if I've got 15 or 14 charts. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.